Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is a crazy Tuesday in the soap world, and we have got a whole lot of drama to unpack from today's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. Let's just dive right into it. So, let's start with the absolute biggest news from today's July 9th episode. Sheila and Deacon are finally, officially ending their marriage. And honestly, it is about time. I mean, how long have we been watching this absolute train wreck of a relationship? It feels like we have been stuck in this weird loop forever. Deacon has been stringing this along, or maybe Sheila has been stringing him along. I don't even know anymore. The power dynamics with these two are always so messy. But Deacon is finally putting his foot down and pressuring Sheila to sign those divorce papers. And you guys, watching Deacon actually try to stand up to Sheila Carter is always a trip. It's like watching a guy poke a sleeping bear with a very short stick. You know it's going to end badly, but you just can't look away. Deacon wants this done. He wants the ink dry. He wants to move on with Taylor Hayes, which, let's be real, is a whole other mess that I could rant about for an hour. But for right now, Deacon is just hyper-focused on getting that signature. He is pushing and pushing, and he is actually using Taylor as leverage, which is kind of a bold move for him. And speaking of Taylor, she is somehow right in the middle of this divorce drama, which is just classic B&B, isn't it? So Taylor is doubting that she can actually convince Steffi to let Sheila into the family. Which, duh? Why would Taylor even think for a single second that she could convince Steffi of that? Steffi hates Sheila with the fire of 1,000 suns. I mean, maybe I'm being too harsh on Taylor for even trying. She is a psychiatrist and likes to fix people, but come on. Sheila shot them both in an alley, left them for dead. But anyway, because Taylor is finally realizing that she has zero influence over her daughter when it comes to the resident psychopath, Deacon uses this as ammo. He basically tells Sheila, look, Taylor can't help you with Steffi. It's a dead end. So it is time for you to just put your pen on the paper and finish this. Just sign the papers, Sheila. It's over. He thinks that because the Taylor Avenue is closed, Sheila has no more reason to drag her feet. But here is the crazy part. Sheila actually decides that Deacon is right. I know, I was shocked too. I was sitting there staring at my screen like, wait, what? Sheila Carter agreeing to end something peacefully? It feels like a trap. It definitely is a trap. But in this moment, she decides that it's time to officially end the marriage. And she doesn't just do it quietly. No, she has to make it a whole performance. Because Taylor probably can't help her get to Finn and Hayes, Sheila wants to prove a point. She wants to prove that she can give Deacon exactly what he wants without even demanding anything in return. Which is so manipulative. It's brilliant, honestly, but it's so twisted. So Sheila signs the papers. She actually signs them. And in her twisted, bizarre mind, she thinks this is going to show everyone that she is a changed woman. She thinks Deacon is going to look at this and go, wow, Sheila signed a legal document. She must be totally cured of her homicidal tendencies. And the sad part is, Deacon is probably just relieved. He's going to be so happy that the divorce paper situation is resolved that he might actually fall for her I'm a changed woman act for a second. But we know better. The fans on social media have been screaming about this all day. Who actually believes this is going to end well? Nobody. Literally nobody. We all know that Sheila signing those papers is just her clearing the board so she can make her next move. Remember when she faked her own death by cutting off her toe? Yeah. This is a woman who plays the long game. Signing a piece of paper is nothing to her if it gets her closer to what she really wants. And of course, she doesn't waste any time making that next move. Because obviously, Sheila is not going to give up when it comes to her desire to spend quality time with Finn and baby Hayes. So what does she do? She goes straight to the hospital. And you guys, I have to rant for a second. What is the security like at this hospital? Seriously. How does a known criminal, a woman who has shot multiple people, just waltz right into the hospital and storm right into a doctor's private office? It drives me insane. Every single time. But whatever, I'll let it go. It's a soap opera, I know. So Sheila bursts into Finn's office, completely surprising him. He's just trying to do his job, save lives, look at charts, whatever Finn does all day, and boom. There's his bio mom, ready to ruin his afternoon. Finn's reaction is exactly what you would expect. He is stressed. He is instantly on edge. And after hearing the rest of Taylor's story earlier, Finn is super worried that Sheila is going to start pressuring Taylor to talk to Steffi about family visits. Finn knows that if Sheila starts harassing Taylor, it's going to blow back on him, and Steffi is going to lose her mind. He is just standing there, probably sweating, waiting for Sheila to start making demands. He knows how she operates. She corners you, she guilt trips you, she uses that soft, creepy voice of hers. Finn is just bracing for impact. But Sheila, because she is playing 4D chess while everyone else is playing checkers, flips the script on him. She argues that the whole Taylor thing is over. And to prove it, she literally whips out the signed divorce papers. Like, look, son, proof. She uses the divorce papers as evidence that she is not trying to harass Taylor. She's like, see, I gave Deacon what he wanted. I'm leaving Taylor alone. I am totally harmless now. It is such a wild tactic. She is using the end of her marriage as a prop to manipulate her son. And honestly, it's kind of working. At least it throws Finn off balance. He wasn't expecting her to be agreeable. He was expecting a fight. So when she hands him this signed paper, he doesn't really know what to do with it. So instead of threatening or demanding, Sheila tries a completely different approach. She decides to appeal to Finn directly as his mother. She turns on the waterworks, or at least the emotional manipulation. She looks at him with those big crazy eyes and tries to pull on his heartstrings. She wants Finn to see her as a victim, or at least as a misunderstood mother who just wants to love her family. It's the same song and dance we've seen a million times, but she is really laying it on thick this time. She wants Finn to feel sorry for her. She wants him to feel a connection. And then she drops the bomb. The real reason she is there. If Finn can just convince Steffi to listen to her just for a few minutes, Sheila thinks she can handle the rest. She wants Finn to be her ambassador. She wants him to go to his wife, the woman Sheila shot, and say, hey honey, my mom just wants to talk. She's really nice now. What were they thinking with this? Seriously, what is going through Sheila's head? She just wants the opportunity to make Steffi understand her perspective and see that she isn't a threat. Or let's be real. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. Steffi is never, ever going to see Sheila as anything other than a threat. Let's talk about Steffi for a second. Because Steffi is the only one in this entire situation who actually has her head screwed on straight when it comes to Sheila. Steffi will always consider Sheila to be a dangerous psychopath. And she is right. Sheila is a dangerous psychopath who could go off the rails at any given moment. Steffi remembers the alley. Steffi remembers the terror. She remembers Finn jumping in front of that bullet. She is not going to sit down for a cup of tea and listen to Sheila's perspective. There is no perspective that justifies attempted murder. So Sheila's grand plan to have a heart-to-heart with Steffi is completely delusional. It is never going to happen. And Finn knows this, which is why he is so incredibly uncomfortable. Finn is standing there in his office, looking at this woman who gave birth to him, and he is just squirming. He doesn't want to upset Sheila because he knows what happens when she gets upset. But he also knows that if he even mentions this to Steffi, she is going to pack her bags and leave, or she's going to hire a hitman. Finn is stuck in the middle. Again. He is always stuck in the middle. And honestly, I'm getting a little tired of Finn always looking like a deer in the headlights. Like, dude, stand up to her. Tell her to get out. But he won't. He never does. He just stands there looking conflicted, letting her plant these little seeds of doubt in his head. It's so frustrating to watch, but it's also exactly why we tune in, I guess. So that is where we leave things today. Sheila is officially getting divorced. She is on the prowl. She is manipulating Finn at the hospital, and Steffi is completely unaware that a massive storm is heading straight for her living room. I don't know how this is going to play out for the rest of the week, but I can guarantee you it's going to be messy. Will Finn actually try to talk to Steffi? Probably, because he makes terrible decisions when it comes to his mother. And when he does, it is going to be explosive. I swear, the writers just love putting Finn in the doghouse. Anyway, that's what happened today, and I am just exhausted thinking about it. But I'll be back tomorrow to recap whatever crazy thing happens next.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.